Hello, Marion here for an ebook review, or a book review rather, today. And today I'm going to talk to you about, sorry, it's on the wrong side, but Of To Be the Wizard, which is the first volume of the Magic 2.0 series, and it's a book that I highly enjoyed. Basically, it's a fantasy book, but a very funny one, and it tells the story of Martin Banks. He's a programmer, and one day he's just surfing the web as you do, and he finds this really weird text file, and he opens it, and it contains tons and tons and tons of information. And by curiosity is doing a research to see if his name appears on the file, and it does. Weird. And next to his name there are lots and lots of different numbers and different information, and he walks a little bit around. He tries different things, and for instance there is his height. So he changes height and he's suddenly taller. And there's also his geolocalization, so he changes that by a few meters and he's suddenly on the other side of the room. And he found, by complete luck, the file that control the whole universe. So the whole universe is controlled by a computer file, and that's crazy. You can control all of your reality. So it starts playing around. He starts putting a little bit of money in his bank account and stuff like that. Also, he's starting to build an app with this file, and so he is making the dream of all geek in the world, including myself, which is having an eternal 100% battery on your phone. And he also creates a red button just in case something goes wrong in his world, because he can also change the time on this file. So he can really time travel anywhere in the universe, and that's really cool. So he starts living his life, living a great life, really, when you can modify everything you want. And he's starting to think maybe there will be a problem at some point, so maybe I should plan an escape plan. And he just Googles, because he thinks, okay, with that I'm like a wizard, so what would be for me the best place to live as a wizard? And he does his Google search, and what comes out is Middle-aged England. So he's like, okay, cool. So with his phone he has the red button, and if things go wrong, he knows he will just click on the button and he will be instantly teleported to Middle-aged England. So that's cool. Except, of course, things go wrong, because, weirdly enough, even when you can control the whole universe, you can't put millions of dollars on your bank account without being noticed by people. So he's being chased, and he teleports to England, and from there starts a fantasy adventure, mixing really computing, coding, wizards, middle-age fantasy, and everything you need for a great adventure. Because, of course, he's not the only one who have found this file, and all the other person who have found it did the same Google search, so they all end up at the same place in time. So yeah, it's a really fun story. It's a really fun novel. It's read really quickly. And if you like it, there are it's part of a series, so I think there are 6 volumes out, but it also works really well as a standalone book. So if you just want to read the first volume, it's really good. Maybe it's a good point of entry for people who don't read fantasy but would like to, because it just has all the codes. But it's really easy to use. It's really easy to read. It's really quick to read, and it's really a lot of fun, especially if you're a fan of 80s role play games. Basically, if you loved Ready Player One, I think you will like Of To Be the Wizard. I think it's more of an adult audience, but it can be read by teenagers as well. But maybe more obscure reference. So yeah, that's Of To Be the Wizard, the first volume in the Magic 2.0 series, and it's really good.